Hey guys, Scott and Nate from PlayYourCourt.com. Today we're going to show you how to improve your second serve. Alright guys, today we're going to show you how to improve your second serve. This video is for players with a PlayYourCourt rating of 80 and below. If you're not in our community, click the button up above to give this thing a try. Second serve tips. I know, even at my skill level, unfortunately, sometimes we get tight, we struggle with the second serve. So I'm hoping you've got some really innovative drills for us today that'll fix all of yours and all of my second serve problems.
Well, it's conceptually really important here, guys, like what we're thinking about the second serve. And a lot of us are trying not to miss it, and that's a big, big mistake. There's this old adage that you're only as good as your second serve. And you know, when I was growing up, I had a teaching pro that was like, I only need to see one ball, it's a second serve, and I can immediately tell how good somebody is. And I think what he was referencing was, you know, whether the person is going after their second serve or if they're playing darts and they're simply guiding it. And that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on two components. If you want to improve your second serve, there's two things you need to be focusing on. The very first is acceleration accompanied with spin, and the second is targeting. All right, those are the two big pieces here. All right, so as you take a look, we're going to show you, you'll see in the video, this is what we're talking about with decelerating. All right, and this is what we're talking about with people playing darts.
95% of rec players have this issue where you're either poking the ball in the court or you get nervous and you're not swinging through it.
They're trying.
Your racket head speed should be very similar on your first and second serve if you're hitting with spin, right?
Should almost be exactly the same,
yeah.
Right? So the way that we want to think about this is that you're swinging just as fast as you are in your first serve. You're just simply putting way more spin on it. It's all about spin, right? It'd be the same as your ground stroke, right? Like you're just going to put more spin on it. The spin allows you to hit a little bit harder because it gives you better margin for error. So number one is we've got to stop decelerating through the serve. It's the number one reason we see people miss the second serve. And as you can see here, this is exactly what we're talking about, accelerating, a lot more spin. We're going top spin, whether it be a kick serve at a lower level, probably just a top spin serve, but even slice, we're still accelerating. All right, and the number two thing that we're gonna focus on is targets, okay?
Gotta be aiming somewhere. If your target is the box and you miss, it's out. So I would suggest you narrow that target down a little bit.
And it's at every level. I mean, when you watch the players on tour, their targets on the second serve are relatively consistent. When Scott and I play, we both do predominantly the same thing on our second serve. Yep. We're kicking to the backhand, right? We're trying to play the weaker side and set up the strength. So this is really about getting out on the court, as you can see in the video, playing towards targets and just perfecting that one serve, right? Making sure that you can hit a serve to the person's backhand so that you're not routinely serving in the middle of the box, giving them the opportunity to use their weapon of the forehand over and over again.
So guys, we're going to quickly jump into demo mode here and just show you exactly what we mean. We need to give you a little more information.
All right, here we're not going to go deep dive on actually how to hit a kick serve or the slice serve or the flat serve. We are going to link those videos below. We've done a lot of content on these matters. They're rather complex, but what we do want to go over is this concept of accelerating and just give you, in kind of broad strokes, what you should be doing and how these three serves differentiate. What we know is that when we are hitting flat, we're ultimately going flat with the ball, right? Our arm is at extension and we're hitting the ball going through it. Like you can think about being on the nose or slightly on top of the head. When we're going slice, we're really going for the ear of the ball. We're getting on the outside of the ball. And then when we're going top spin, we're working under. Okay, those are the three things that we're doing, but it doesn't matter how I'm hitting the ball. It doesn't matter what approach my strings are taking to the ball. They're all gonna have the same exact acceleration. And that's what you can see in the demonstration above. All three serves, you can tell the arm is moving just as fast, equally across the board, because they're all using the same mechanics from the ground up. All right, so whether you're using the toss to help differentiate, whether you're hitting the three serves or you're maybe advanced and you're just focusing on the racket angle to the ball, all right, all of these are gonna have acceleration. We're never decelerating on the serve. It's the number one culprit for double faults and weak second serves.
All right, guys, as you watch me practice targeting here, you're gonna notice first that I'm working out wide on the deuce side. This serve is gonna be great for playing against left-handed players and also at a slightly higher level. If you've got a decent out wide second serve, this can be extremely advantageous because as you see, I'm starting in the middle of the court my opponent, when they return, is starting more outside, out of position. So if I can serve out wide, I can keep them out of position. You'll also see this is the same on the ad side. So when I shift to the ad side and I'm practicing out wide, if I'm playing a right-handed player, I get double the benefit, both serving to their backhand and keeping them out of position while I remain in the middle of the court. The tee serve's relatively self-explanatory. The only downside here is if you're playing to your opponent's forehand, just remember you are pulling them to the middle of the court, so we don't necessarily recommend serving up the tee very often unless you're targeting your opponent's backhand.
Okay guys, so key takeaways there. Make sure you're accelerating through the serve, all right? Don't decelerate, don't keep playing darts, just tell yourself more spin, whether it be top spin or slice. Number two, get out and focus on targets, all right? You don't have to be able to hit every spot, one on each side will do, all right, to make sure that second serve is no longer a liability.
Guys, I hope this helps. And did you know that the #1 reason people quit tennis is because they don't have anybody to play with? We don't want that to happen to you. So join the Play Your Court community. We'll pair you with local players for practice and matches. And you even get to see a little bit more of Nate's face inside there with some custom video coaching. Click the button, the link, check it out. Also, if you like our YouTube content, what? You got something to say? If you like our YouTube content,
for the ride, Scotty.
Press like below if you like this video, and definitely subscribe to make sure you never miss one of our videos ever again. We'll see you guys soon.
See ya.